Welcome to RichesTalk. I'm your host, Jeffrey. Today we have an inspiring guest with us, Sophie Sun, franchisee of Quest Griffith. Sophie and her husband, Yannick Kee Mew, have transformed the business, even amidst the challenges of the pandemic, and have gone on to win 2 major awards. So today we'll be talking about their resilience, creativity, and the journey from survival to national recognition. So Sophie, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Yeah, especially after winning the 2 awards. So congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
So what an incredible achievement from the pandemic, from the point where you nearly, declared bankruptcy to now winning the national awards, especially given the tough time over the past few years during the pandemic. Can you tell us more about what it took to achieve this recognition and the strategies you implement to overcome those challenges in the last few years?
Yeah, thank you, Jeffrey. For us, it's not easy because we settled the business during COVID. Our settlement day actually is on 31st of March 2020. I still remember when we just settled and lots of local restaurants already closed down. Even I think KFC or McDonald's only take away only. So lots of flights canceled, border closed. There is no corporate traveling. And every day we do is refund the customer money, refund the group money. So it affect our cash flow. So one way we don't have booking, the other way we have cancellation. And then the other part is we have a few full-time staff. In April, have so many public holidays. So
staff expenses.
Yeah, so we have a choice whether we can choose to keep all the staff or not when we take over the business. But because of my human resource background, I was a human resource manager in Pattaya Hotel, the highest hotel in the world. It was, yeah. So from the human resource professional background, so I don't want to redundant any staff. So what we did is we try our best to keep every staff. Even it's not easy, very, very huge, expensive. When you don't have income, your labor costs become huge.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we affect the cash flow a lot, but we still keep all the staff. For the full-time staff, we try to let them use annual leave as much as they can. So we pay them the full salary, but they can use their annual leave. Because we believe in future, when situation getting better, they will come back. So at least we let them use their annual leave. Sort of risk and trust as well, because you let people.
You have to put a lot of trust, especially when you just bought the business.
Yeah, people don't know you and you don't know them. But you give them money and let them stay at home. Yes.
to keep them.
To keep them, yeah. And also for casual workers, so we try to find the jobs for them. So we look after the staff, for example, housekeeping casuals. So normally we do no more rooms cleaning because we don't have bookings, we don't have occupancy. So what we did is we do room deep cleaning, like we clean the curtains, we washing the room's carpet, and do deep cleaning, everything. So we just do on regular deep cleaning and find the jobs for all the casuals. So keep them weekly hours to because
keep them busy.
Yeah, because everyone have a family behind. They have kids behind. Some are single moms. If you stop their income in that situation, where they can find a job. So from my heart, I just want to keep them. So I didn't let them go.
You're a loving, caring boss. A lot of employees, they want to have a boss who actually think about their benefits. But most of the people, as we seen in the pandemic, a lot of companies, they redundant their staff and also cut their salary. Most of the company are doing that, but what you're doing is you're still paying them to stay, even not working. So that's totally the opposite of what the other company are doing.
There is no white or black, right or wrong. Everyone have their way to do things. Because for me, first of all, we are new to the town. The reputation are very important, and the mono also very important. So if the staff don't believe you, the town don't believe you, very hard for you to build up a future. So for me, I have to look at the big picture and then look at the long-term benefit. I can't just look at this moment, what happened, what to do. I have to think about future and the long term and keep a good relationship.
Yeah, once one of my career mentors told me the relationship is the foundation of everything. Without that initial relationship, you don't have any future at all.
Yeah. So So in the hardest time, you keep all the staff with you and you pay them. Everybody is watching and observing you as a new boss and new Chinese boss.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to put a bad assumption or something there. So I just try my best, because as a Chinese background, I want to build up our Chinese reputation. In everywhere, even in Australia. So I don't want people to think, oh, boss is from China, they must be tired of money, etc. Only hire Chinese. I don't want. So I want to make them understand we have hospitality professional people. Even they are Chinese, but we follow the international and the Chinese culture, both sides. So we also in Chinese culture, we need to believe we treat the customer friendly and nice.
Yeah, hospitality and there's a saying, 有朋自远方来，不亦乐乎.
Yes.
The friend coming from afar to visit us, we should be really happy and rejoice. That's an old saying from Confucius. So what you have done definitely touched a lot of staff's heart. But 2020 was a really difficult year. For many businesses, it's life or death. But your story really stands out, and you faced financial stress, as you said, even considering bankruptcy at one point. Can you walk us through those darkest moments and share how you managed to pull through both emotionally and financially?
First of all, we have no choice because we are first generation in Australia. We start from scratch. We don't have financial backup. We don't have rich dad, rich mom, rich uncle. Everything have to depends on from our own.
Diligent.
So we have no time to cry, and we have to fight for surviving anyway. So for both my husband and I, I sleep, I was thinking, what can I do to bring my business up? What can I do can build up the reputation, the business up? Even during COVID. So in that time, we need to calm down, deep breath, and think how to deal with the situation, how to find the sales, how to increase the sales, how to find the business, how to survive. So in that time, we analyze the situation. There is no corporate and no corporate traveling. So we try to find where there is other market, where there is a leisure or local constructions, local farmers, and local manufacturers. So they are the industry, they still need the people. For example, hospital, no matter you have COVID or not, there's still people sick, need to go to see doctor, etc. And then there is a project going, base hospital project going, and other pharmacy going, and manufacturing going. So this industry, they still need the people. So they still need lots of activities, accommodation needs, etc. So we approach local, and try to get the business. And we do anything we can. We support local as well. We do anything we can. So we bring out the business within 3 months. So from April to June, end of June, we increase our occupancy from 15 to 20% to more than 60% in 3 months during COVID.
Wow, from 15 to
more than 60% above.
More than 60%. From 15 to over 60% occupancy. So you mentioned that, for hotel, it's mainly for people from other areas to come here. But at that time, you actually start focusing on local customers. How do you convince them to use local fertility to increase your occupancy? Because people normally think, tourism is not really good now. It's all locked down. And where should I find my customer? How can you find it?
One of the thing I use is, for example, each of our staff, they can have one complimentary stay in our hotel for one night.
Staff?
For complimentary. I let them feeling when they are the guests stay in the room and bring their family or friends. They stay complimentary, we don't charge them, but at least they're feeling how is the hotel guest. So we
once a week or once a month?
No, only one time.
One time.
One time. They can come with their husband, wife, or come with their best friends. Stay one night.
One night for free.
For free, we host it for our staff benefit. So we keep everyone busy and enjoy the life and test our products as well. Enjoy our products for better service in future, of course. So and secondly, for the locals, sometimes they have a wedding anniversary, they cannot go anywhere.
Yeah.
They can stay in the hotel. Yeah. Sometimes they have parents and have kids at home. Maybe they can have a romantic stay in our hotel. Yeah. And also we have a hero of Griffiths, local Griffiths. Like there is a nurse. She didn't have day off like more than I think 6 weeks or something like that.
Working in the hospital.
Yeah, then we award them have one night complimentary stay in our hotel. Say thanks for supporting local community. So we let them stay with us. We find all the things we can do because hotel products is different with other products. Other products, for example, I have a mobile phone. If I don't sell, I can sell to another people. But hotel room night, if yesterday
if you don't use, it's gone.
Yeah, if last night the room is empty, it's empty. No customer is no customer.
The cost is there.
Yeah, cost is there anyway. So the room's still there. So for us, we just try to support and find a business to do and create with the needs. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that stands out about your recovery is your creative approach, just like what you said about the local. For example, there's also one example I heard previously through our conversation that you're promoting Griffith as a destination to the Chinese community in Sydney. Was such an innovative idea. So how do you come up with that solution, which is so far away from Griffith, and how effective were they in keeping your business afloat?
Yeah, I think as an entrepreneur, there is no book to tell you exactly step by step, 1, 2, 3, 4, what you need to do, what you should do. But one thing is you need to remember is you adjust yourself to fit the environment, fit the trend, to fit the needs or create the needs. So in that time, we don't have international travel, so all the borders closed, even between states, New South Wales and Victoria, whatever it is, even the border is closed. So what we can do is we see, people cannot take an international flight, so people cannot go overseas, but people can travel within New South Wales. They can drive within New South Wales. Yeah. So we think we can create the products. So I create a 4-day stay, 4-day in Griffiths, 3 nights stay in Griffiths, and day 1, morning, afternoon, day 2, what to do, wine tasting, visiting local park or museum, Italian museum, etc. So we create the agenda for the people. They can spend 3-4 days from Sydney to Griffiths. So they have a little bit traveling for their time, for family or friends. So by this, I create the agenda and attach the photos and translate everything from English to Chinese because there is no translation. Yeah. So I use my strengths. Nobody you can do, nobody you cannot do. So I translate everything into Chinese and put an agenda and promote into the Chinese community in Sydney. So by that promotion, we get more than 200 bookings.
Wow. Even during COVID, because at that toughest time, you analyze the environment where we are in. There's no international travel, but there's no restriction for domestic traveling within New South Wales.
Yeah, in the state.
In the state, and you used your advantage in Chinese link, Chinese community and your language, cultural background, and you understand. People in Sydney, they also want to go out because they are stuck at home for a long time.
Yeah, they cannot go to China.
They cannot go everywhere outside of Australia. They can only move within this space.
Yeah, so they cannot go to New Zealand.
They cannot go outside the state as well. Yeah. So you create a need. I create a product just catering for those people who wants to move out of the home and to mingle with other business people.
Yes, and lots of people they don't know Griffiths. They only know Sydney, Melbourne, Gold Coast. But I think that's a time for local Chinese, Australian Chinese to know regional market, know regional culture, and see some agriculture.
Yeah, you mentioned that Griffiths has the nicest wine as well, and the farm.
Yeah, grapes.
Grapes.
As well,
and the woos as well.
The sunrise is from Griffiths. Yeah, and we have lots of manufacturing. One of the biggest chicken factory.
Oh, chicken factory.
1 week, how many chicken they can produce?
Just by the way, do you know there's a shortage of chicken egg right now? I asked I went to course and there's a sign that each one can only buy maximum 2 boxes.
You come to Griffiths, you can buy unlimited.
I asked them what happened to the chicken. They why they produce less egg. So is there something reason?
And with Griffiths 1 week we can buy at the factory. They can produce 1 week 4 million chickens.
Wow.
1 week.
1 week they produce 4 million chickens.
Yeah.
So they must have a link to the KFC or
yes. And also not only that side, but also have organic
free
cage-free.
Cage-free chicken.
Cage-free, free range eggs.
Walking.
Yeah. We also have that one as well.
No.
Yeah. Every Sunday market. Every Sunday market in Griffiths local Sunday market, you can buy a live chicken.
Yeah, we're doing
you can cook in chicken soup at home. Chinese love it.
Now we do a marketing for Griffith. If you haven't been to Griffith, feel free to go there and to visit the chicken and visit the farm and test the wine.
Lots of winery, lots of heaps, lots of family winery have 70, 100 years. Family Italian family background. The grapes is like a giraffe. The grapes, the seed is from France, but they feed the Australian Riverina, very famous wine, because the Riverina area have special atmosphere, very dry, long sun, shining. So it's very good for the grapes to grow, etc. And also the dessert wine, Nobel one. They are number 1 sort of in Australia dessert wine area. So very famous. Yeah. So welcome to Griffiths.
I think it's a good point for people who haven't been there. I haven't been there, so I'm planning my trip to Griffiths.
Oh, you're welcome. Bring your kids.
Bring my kid.
Yeah.
Okay. So the hospitality was among the hardest hit during COVID.
Yeah.
Because of the lockdown. Yeah. Because of the fear of people interaction. Right. Can you tell us some of the key turning points in your journey to recovery and how you keep pushing forward when everything seemed uncertain? For example, we don't know when it's gonna stop.
Yeah.
We don't know how long we're gonna be locked down.
Yeah.
Because they can't go leaving the hotel all the time.
Yeah.
So what's your emotional and your journey in that space?
Yeah. I still remember in April and May, in that time, we can't find the sanitizer, we can't find the gloves or masks in local, not enough, all sold out. We are in regional. So to protect the customer, protect our staff, we have to buy it. So we use because before we moved to Griffiths, we were in Sydney 15 years. So we use our network. So book some sanitizer, gloves and masks for us. So my husband drives 7 hours from Griffiths to Sydney and pick up the things and drive back the same day, another 7 hours. So for him, in one day, he drives 14 hours. It's not easy.
Wow.
So that was Saturday. Then Sunday, I tried to find him. I cannot find him. I tried to ask him to take a lunch snap, etc. But I searching everywhere, cannot find him. Because he cannot cry at home, have kids at home. He cannot cry in the office, have staff in the office. And he cannot cry in the street because everybody will see him. Yeah. So I call him and he was crying in the phone. Wow. So I dare not to ask him, why you cry? And I just ask, where are you? Then at the end, I find him at the back of a hotel barbecue, the corner. He hid himself there crying. We married more than 10 years and I never see him cry. Never, ever, never. That's the only one time I see him cry. He hid himself, cry at the corner. I say, why you cry? He said, we nearly bankrupt. If we continue like this, we don't know when COVID will be end. Yeah. We whatever we did, it goes to the ocean. Yeah. So we will be bankrupt. Yeah. Then I say, don't worry, I haven't cried yet. So you're not allowed to cry. You're not allowed to cry. I haven't cried yet. Even I want to cry, but I haven't cried yet. I say, if I don't cry, you're not allowed to cry. So
women are most toughest during this time. You know that men are very delicate.
I think a woman have a tent. As a mom, you as a mommy, you have to be strong.
And when women give birth, it's the most painful experience. Yeah. Men never experience that. So I have to say, women, especially women entrepreneur, they actually facing more pressure when they're doing business. Yeah. Because of the family and the kids, and the husband and the business. Yes.
Both business and the family.
Yes. Yeah. So you saw your husband cry, and at that moment, what's your thought?
Because cry cannot solve problem. As the same I say to my kids, the only thing you can do is adjust yourself to fit the environment.
That's the second time we spoke this saying, famous saying, adjust yourself to fit the environment. Cry will not solve the problem.
Yeah.
And what did you do to adjust yourself? But because the things not, not changing.
Yeah.
There's no end. We don't know.
Yeah. So
looking back, we now.
Yeah. We have a look at what's our break-even point, and what kind of things we can do. So like we can lower our rates and give a big discount for long-term stay, because there are a few constructors. They are in local.
Yeah.
They build a project there, so they need a service apartment, have washing machine, dryer, etc. We free upgrade them from studio, which like a hotel room, to a one-bedroom which have washing machine, dryer, etc. So they can access there, have full kitchen. It's like a normal home. So for long stay guests, we have bigger discount, etc. We check our break-even point, see what we can do, what's the best price we can get. So we just grab any business we can get to survive, as long as I have the cash flow.
So optimize the use of your existing expenses, your cost.
Yeah.
If you don't offer out, if you don't serve other people, you lose everything.
Yeah.
But at least you have some client to gradually increase that.
General your cash flow, and also you create the needs by you promoting to others, etc. And also people from Sydney, from Wagga, from Orange, from Goulburn, they all suburb, they all come to Griffith. So they visit us, etc. So we try all our best to grab all this kind of business. So in leisure market, we increase like 40 to 60% than the previous year.
Yeah.
So which is significant.
So leisure purposes. And you also said there are business purposes, community purposes as well, right?
Yeah.
What's the during the COVID period? What's the major service that has helped you?
So in that time, all the cellar door, like a winery cellar door, they all close and shut down. They don't host the people wine tasting anymore. So only takeaway only. So for us, we have a bigger conference room. We have connecting to the outside door barbecue area as well. So what I did is I create the needs. So what I did is, for example, from 12 to 1 o'clock, level 1 guest can come to conference room, do wine tasting. And from 1:30, because we need half an hour to refresh the room, open the door, and changing and clean everything. Then from 1:30 to 2:30 is level 2 guests can come to wine tasting, etc. So we not only helping our business, but also we helping local other business as well, promote their business, local wine. So in the whole afternoon, we sell more than 300 bottles of wine.
Wow.
We help a local winery.
Even in the toughest, in the most desperate environment, we can, in the darkest moment, darkest tunnel, we can always find a little spot of light and then just follow that direction to create the need. When there is no need, you can think about different, creativities to create the need so that you can create value to people. I think what you've done has been really impressive, and definitely create the positive vibe during that period when everyone is locked down, have no hope. You and people see you still striving. I think all the winery, they also lose hope as well because of the people not coming. They can't sell the wine, and then they maybe go bad.
Like a local Lily Pili winery, they normally supply the contest business and first class wine. But when flight get canceled, their business dropped dramatically.
It's all linked.
Everything is linked. So you try yourself the best to support others.
So when you support other people, when you can't create value for yourself, trying to support other businesses, and when you create value for other businesses, you basically, the whole ecosystem is getting better. When the whole ecosystem getting better, the business will come for everyone. I think that's how the philosophy works, and that's definitely exactly what Sophie has experienced, has has created during that period. The other thing I want to mention is the community involvement. That seems seems to have a big role in your success as well. So from sponsoring local events to integrating deeply with the community, how important has this connection been for both your business and your personal journey in Griffith?
Yeah, so one thing we have to understand, people come to Griffith not because of the Quest Hotel. Sydney have more than 10 Quest Hotel. Melbourne have more than, I think, 20, 30 Quest Hotel. Everywhere in Australia have Quest Hotel. People will not just because of Quest Hotel come to Griffith. So you have to understand something is because of Griffith, people come to Griffith, then stay, have option to stay with Quest Griffith. So we promote Griffith as much as we can. We support local as much as we can, and we support the local community as much as we can. So actually, it sort of support us as well. It's all connected.
It's all connected. And back to the last point we're making. It's all connected. When you find the most fundamental motivation for these people, for your client to stay in the hotel is not because of you, because of Griffith community, Griffith tourism, Griffith product, and all the experiences they have. If they want to come here, they automatically will stay in somewhere. Yeah. And if they heard the news from you, they'll stay in your hotel.
Yeah, because sales is the most important thing of any business. If any business no sales, they cannot survive. They don't have the profit or cash flow, whatever it is, the capital growth. So sales is very important. But when you do the sales, you need to understand where the sales possibility come from. So where the key part is coming from. So
where the channel comes from that leads to yourself.
Yes, and also you working with. For example, you want to go fishing, get a fish. You don't go fish one by yourself. You go to cooperate with other fish tank owners. So they are the person have lots of fish. So you cooperate with them, so you get an easier job and get more fish easier.
And they know where the normal fish they stay, and they know where to find the fish. If you fish by yourself, you go to the ocean, you might see the storm, you might see hurricane, you might see all the different tsunami. But if you go with professional, with a team, you can go further.
Yeah, much easier. In Chinese way, we say, 如果你想钓鱼，你和鱼塘主去合作，你会很容易得到很多鱼，而且很少风险。
So what it says, just by translating it, if you want to fish, go work with people who have lots of fish, who own a pond of fishes, and who are professional in fishing, and then you get a fish at less cost and more easily.
Less risk.
Less risk and less cost and less time.
Yeah.
So that's all about. Business is about risk. Wealth management is about risk. We manage risks by understanding the risk and preparing the risk and lowering the risk and transfer the risk. And if we can do that, I think there's no reason for you not to prosper.
Yeah, I think everything have a risk, but you don't, because there is a risk, you don't drive the car. Compare with you 10 years ago, you for example, you just learn how to drive the car, and until now, how you drive the car, you can drive the car and eat an apple same time. So
don't read don't look at your mobile, you get a fine.
So what I'm saying is risk. Everything have a risk.
You have to manage it.
Yeah, how you manage it. You learn from the people who have 10 years driving experience. You learn how to drive. You reduce your risk. So like I said, we have business, but we buy insurance.
Yes.
So we cover the risk area, in business.
Absolutely. Insurance is the most effective product to transfer the risks.
Yeah.
So Sophie, I'm very lucky to have Sophie as my insurance client as well.
Yeah.
But
we are glad to have someone, because we are not in the expert of insurance area. For me, I just want to grab something suitable for my family and my business, and anytime, 24 hours, 7 days available. If I have question, I can ask. So I feel so good and comfortable.
Yeah, same with us. We're trying to find ways to add value to our clients.
Yes.
Trying to build the channel, to get close to the channel, to the platform where we can get closer to our clients as well.
Yeah.
People
buy you not because of you cheap. People buy you is because your value.
Absolutely. People buy you because you can create value for them.
Yeah, provide service.
Otherwise, there's no use.
Yeah.
I always tell a lot of my friends, they ask me, how do you know that person? How do you know that person? Because I've interviewed many entrepreneurs and famous people in the past. I said these people all had some kind of relationship with me in the past. I either done something for them or create value for them or be their guest on one of their events, and then they come back to my show and be my guest. So it's all linked. There's always, everything has a reason, everything has an outcome. Or, there's a Chinese philosophy of the cause and effects. You did something, you plant a seed, you grow into a tree and then grow the fruit. So I think that's all interrelated.
Yes.
Last question. So now, as someone who's been through the immense challenges and come out on top, what's that one piece of advice you give to aspiring entrepreneurs, especially those looking to enter the hospitality or service industry?
I think focus is I want to say. So you analyze yourself, whether you're suitable for the people-oriented industry, which is hospitality, whether you love it. If you love it, you want to do it, you think that's your destiny. So you just focus and concentrate. What I did is I studied in hospitality in university, and I did in hospitality hotels, hotel management in China. And I come to Australia, I learned my MBA, but also at the same time I work in coffee shops and hotels, and also learn commercial cookery and patisserie. All the area, whatever the business, work experience or business, entrepreneur business, all is hospitality industry. I think that's why we get this achievement, like a national award, outstanding improvement, or over more than 160 Quest hotels. We win the award of national of 2024 this year after 4.5 years. I think it's like we say in China, or anyway I say in English, it's like when you eat the first cake, you first bread, you are not full, you're still hungry. You eat the second one, you're still hungry. You eat the third bread, you feel full. Not because you only eat the third, because you eat the first, second, and the third. Then you get the full. Same thing. The achievement is not today you get it. It's because all your focus, all your area you did, then you come to this achievement.
Fantastic. So start with small, accumulate it, focus on your areas of farm. You're growing that passion and focus on the passion, and then grow that, and keep learning and keep growing. Eventually you will be on the top, just like what Sophie did, even after coming out of the COVID pandemic, from bankruptcy to winning the national awards. So it's a very inspiring story. It's just like your love story with your husband. So I think today's story really inspires me. I hope that also brings you with some thought and encouragement in your business wherever you are, and hope that will add to your riches of life. Thank you. I'm your host Jeffrey. This is Sophie.
Thank you.
I encourage you to go to Griffith and check out in Sophie's hotel when you can. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.